Melissa and I are back out here on a very cold, late fall, early winter's day to get some work done outside, which is great. We always love that. If you can't tell, Melissa has her 9 coats on. That's because we're going to be continuing work on our outdoor firewood shed that we're getting set up right next to our driveway and near the house. In the meantime, if you can't hear or see them, the guys from Level Up Construction have been continuing on with our Everlog concrete siding that they're putting up on the addition. They're making a ton of progress there because, well, they just work faster than Melissa and I do.
Yeah, and over the last couple days, they have continued working and making a ton of progress. Well, we have been inside nursing the flu. So the flu has hit the children and I. We've been sick for the past 5 days. This is me on the mend.
Always nice when you're pregnant.
Don't I look nice? Yeah, I feel fantastic, and we're out here ready to get to work.
I have avoided the flu thus far, but I feel like I'm maybe getting a touch of it, which sucks.
I don't know why.
Timing wise, we're going to power through and do what we can. Before getting to work, let's show you what it is the guys have managed to get done with the siding. Well, as you can see behind me, we've made a ton of progress. Not we, the guys who are working on this with Level Up Construction have made a ton of progress. The building is looking more and more completed by the hour. This is the far north side. They're about 75% of the way up there. Here on the back side of the building, ignore the heat pump noise and all that, they're over halfway. You can see that's what they have left. They're actually gonna be coming back in a few days with the lift to help them get that done. And then as we work our way back around to the third corner, last week they got this little narrow hallway section completed. Today they are working on the front side of this. The challenge with this area becomes that they have to work their way up and over this section of roof and make sure that everything meshes up. But the building is looking great. We have been very, very happy with the progress that's being made. We're in a home stretch of having this addition completely wrapped up.
So for a quick little recap, we got all of our upright posts for the wood shed concreted into place, and that is all hardened up. There's some bracing up there that we're going to be removing. Don't worry, that old wood is not going to stay like that. And now we are tacking up the beginning of the floor, so the front board. We want that board to be flush and inset instead of sticking out on the post. So Jeremy's actually going to go post by post and cut an 1.5 inch notch so that he can inset it front and back. What possessed you to want to do this to 12 posts?
Appearances and making it look as nice as possible.
This is going to take forever.
It's going to take a while, but it'll look good in the end.
It's currently like 25 degrees. And I was feeling pretty good when we woke up, but now I think just being in the cold, standing out here, like I'm feeling it coming back again. But it's crazy because the kids spiked like 103 fevers for about 3 days straight, and even Nevaeh had a fever. And I was really worried about it because fevers are really bad with pregnancy because it can cause brain damage and all kinds of other things for the baby if your body temperature gets too high. And miraculously, I was the only person that had all the symptoms but no fever. It was like my body knew that a fever would be dangerous or something. So I'm just so thankful that I never spiked a fever, but I'm definitely feeling everything else. My chest and this cold, whew, but we're notching. We're gonna get it done and it's gonna look beautiful.
Something's never changed and it's beautiful.
I got you, Mom. I got you.
It's been a while since I hung this photo from a time and place I don't know. These old walls were mine. This is home.
The backside is all marked. Now all Jeremy has to do is notch the backside and we will be good to attach the rim joist. Now that Jeremy is literally done cutting corners. Get it? It's a corner, you cut it.
That's a dad joke. That is not a mom joke. You
I
took my
feel like
joke.
the fact that I had to over-explain it means it's just a really bad joke. But now that you're done cutting your corners, he's going to go around and sand them all smooth, and then we can finally set our bottom boards, our ledger boards.
Rim joist.
Our rim joist.
That's what she was
What's
looking
a
for.
ledger board?
Don't worry about it.
Is that even related to construction?
I mean, yeah.
Just not in this application.
No.
Okay.
Oh, poor mama. Out here pregnant in the cold. You're such a trooper.
love it.
Such a trooper.
I love it.
I'm sure you do. That looks good.
That looks good.
One. Thank you, mama. So listen, I got that front rim joist set in place. It was a little tight in a couple spots, but we did some nipping and tucking here and there and made it work. We're gonna do the back one as well before moving on and getting all of this decorative black strapping, I guess you could call it, set in place. It's gonna dress things up, help with the structural integrity of everything it is that we're working on here. We got these L-shaped ones for the corners, and then everywhere we have a post with a three-way intersection is getting one of these. I think it's gonna look really nice.
Keep going. One more. One more. Okay. Maybe like up here.
All right, all four of our rim joists are in all the way around. We were nice and level the whole way through. So I know I said we were gonna do those decorative strapping bracket things that we have, but in thinking this through, I think what's gonna be the more prudent, proper way of doing things is to mark our layout, get all of our joists set. They're gonna be running from front to back on 16-inch centers. That way we don't run the risk of having to take those things off in order to secure all of those joists. Also, I'm gonna rip those down so that they are all inset within our rim joist, meaning that when we have our decking material laid out, it'll all be level with the top of our rim joist, just giving it a much cleaner look.
Our plan for today was to cut all the joists, but we are rapidly losing light because it's 3:45 in North Idaho. So it's gonna be looking like midnight here very, very quickly. And it's really cold. So I feel like we should call it an evening.
We're doing our best. The days are short. Melissa's really cold. She's out here. She's pregnant and she's sick. So I really appreciate her being out here. But yeah, I think I'm just going to finish marking our layout for our joists. We'll get those cut tomorrow morning after homeschool. And we're doing our best here. We do what we can. But
Yeah.
happy with the progress that's being made.
Me too. I think it looks really nice. And tomorrow I have a special project for
You
you.
mentioned that. What is it?
It's a special project just for you. You guys already know that we are massive Daily Wire Plus fans and longtime members of their platform, and that's because they offer some of the best podcasts, films, documentaries, and even children's programming that's available. Daily Wire Plus has some of the most well-known names in independent media and entertainment, including Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Brett Cooper, Jeremy Boring, Michael Knowles, and of course, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. In fact, Jordan Peterson's full library exists only on Daily Wire Plus, including his Mastering Life series, which is excellent for the whole family, Foundations of the West, Exodus, and now his new biblical series, The Gospels. The Gospels is really cool because it's a deep dive into the life of Jesus told through the lens of 9 men with very diverse belief systems. The series examines whether the events of Jesus' life actually happened, why historical accuracy matters, and the significance of symbols and metaphors that we see in the Gospel. So whether you are struggling on your own journey or maybe you're seeking the best way to answer questions of others, the Gospels give you 20 hours of content to really dive into. So trust me when I tell you that Daily Wire Plus has hours and hours of content to enjoy for the entire family. And if joining is something that you've been thinking about for a while, now is a great time, because when you click our link down below and you use our code GSL30, you are going to get 30% off your annual subscription. Helpful side note, Daily Wire Plus also makes a really incredible and thoughtful gift for Christmas, and you can gift a membership for that same 30% off rate right now by going to getdwplus.com/GSL, and remember to apply our code GSL30.
All right, Mama, what do you got for me? What are we working on here?
We're working on a possible sleeping arrangement.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is this going to require any assembly on my part? Because you know that's my favorite thing to do.
Assembly required.
Oh, no.
We have got a lot of questions lately on whether or not we are going to be building a nursery, a new addition onto the house, father of the bride style.
Wait, father of the bride style?
Yeah, we're the parents.
Because we're the 60-year-old parents in this scenario?
They were in their 40s. So, no, we're not going to be building any kind of an addition or nursery onto the house. We're done with the house. So, our kids are only getting older, and if it's a girl, then the baby will share a room with Kira. If it's a boy, then Kaimani will be transitioning out of the main house at the time that this baby is transitioning out of our bed, because we're hippies and we like to sleep with our babies.
No, we've always co-slept with our kids for at least the first couple years of their life, because who doesn't like waking up in the middle of the night thinking that they've wet the bed, only to discover that it was actually the baby that was next to you.
We're toddler.
Also, you know the fun part of co-sleeping is that every time we kick the kid out of our bed, we somehow magically end up getting pregnant again.
That's because we don't have a divider anymore.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. So this time we've decided to do things a little bit differently because we are older and we're really tired from the build. And I just have this fear of rolling on my baby, even though, you know, we've done it safely for many years. We don't want to take any chances. So I don't like the whole bassinet thing, and I don't like a crib because you literally have to sneak your baby back in like an active stick of dynamite and hope that you don't wake them up. And I'm just too tired for that. And then you also have to get up and everything. For me, it's so easy to just roll over, nurse, and go back to sleep. So I'm going to try to create an island for the baby to safely be on its own little island that is perfectly level with the mattress. So that's the goal. And so I found this crazy little bed online. I'm really hoping that it works, but the reason I wanted to try 4 months before baby even gets here is because if it doesn't work, Jeremy's gonna whittle one out of one piece of wood.
A single piece.
Single piece.
Just one log.
It's gonna be a piece of art.
Totally doable.
So we're hoping that this bed situation works.
So is this going to mean that we no longer wake up with that panic in the middle of the night like that Jim Gaffigan did? Oh my gosh, I've wet the bed!
Well, I don't know if you stop wetting the bed.
It's not me, it's the baby. I told you all those years. Those big puddles, not me.
I love the smell of urine in the middle of the night.
I do miss that.
Is this a mattress?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like a mattress to me.
Oh my gosh, it says Sid's proof mattress.
Sid's proof? Yeah, it's because it's a sheet of plywood. That's why.
Night-night, baby. It's not gonna stay in its own bed if this is what we give it. We gotta improve that.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be a horrible father.
Oh no.
I can't even assemble this thing. What is going on?
Said every dad ever.
Come on.
Okay. Oh, that's way too low. Is that as high as it goes?
Yeah, that's it for height.
That's it, Jeremy. Start cutting down a tree.
Oh no.
You're whittling. This is not gonna work.
Is that closer?
Okay. I feel like it's close enough. Like but I need the mattress like up here. Okay, so we just need something to build up the mattress. Here, you lift it and pretend to be memory foam.
Either we have to extend the legs, build up the legs, or stick something under this mattress that they provide.
The board.
I know.
Okay. Okay, so after much contemplating and a minor amount of assembly, which has killed Jeremy.
No.
You okay?
Yeah.
You okay back there? You're gonna have a baby. You gotta have energy.
I got it.
He's got it. So I think all we really need to do is move some furniture and get about 6 inches of rigid memory foam, and then I can get this mattress flushed with my mattress, and it will be good. I'm not promising that I'm actually going to use this contraption, but I have good intentions going into it. So now that we know we got a little baby island in the works, we're going to get out there and we're going to get back to work on that firewood shed. Let's go. He's excited.
This little old house, my love's all empty. The young ones are healthy, and our bellies are full. Well, the snow is all heavy, like the finest of wool. Once I was a traveler, and I knew no better. But this mountain always sent sweetest of this little house and Christmas tree, this all comes calling. So does someone you know. Send me no ghosts while I'm sleeping. I need no angel on the bridge to feel the warmth from the hearth this Christmas, from my darling and my kids. Oh, my darling, if there's anything you wish, I'll find you. We'll ride old Saint Nick, leave no room on the list for me. I have everything I want and everything I need.
So as we prepare for new life in the family, life moves on and life passes on. So this week, as we were battling the flu, my grandmother, who turned 100 years old in June and is just the fiercest, funniest, most incredible woman, she was battling COVID. And our plan, because I can't be around COVID and she can't be around the flu, the plan was to get feeling better this week and then to go, because we did know that she was not doing well and that we were looking at the end. And I guess I thought I had a couple days. So my grandmother Lucille has passed away, and I didn't get to go. It's weird how things work out like that. I haven't been sick in so long, and it was just horrible timing. So,
And how old are you now?
8 tomorrow.
8 tomorrow? His birthday tomorrow? Oh! Goodness. You know, you're 8 and I'm 98. Isn't that old? Just imagine I was 90 when you were born. I remember when your mommy was 16. Do you want me to tell you some stories?
No, I would love to hear stories. Well, it turned out that 100 years just wasn't long enough. But then again, it never is. Every time that I said goodbye to you over the past couple years, I wondered, would that be our last on this side of heaven? But in my mind, I always thought, no, I'll see you next time, because there's always been a next time. I have walked into your home with the big windows and that smell of burnt toast and orange juice hundreds of times. I didn't realize that these last moments I shared with you were actually our last. I would have said so much more. All those things that I always meant to tell you. How your care packages when I was homesick in college meant everything to me. How I loved your quiet, mischievous laugh, and how very loved you always made us all feel. And in this moment, I realized that it's not grief that I'm feeling. Not exactly. It's more a longing for the days gone by. That feeling of warmth that surrounded you, that time just wouldn't allow us to keep. It's more like a soft ache in my bones, a combination of sadness but also gratefulness for the memories. A quiet joy that can bring a smile or a tear without any warning at all. But it all comes from a place of love. A love that I'll always have for a person that I'll always miss. Because even 100 years could never be long enough.